to all. It gives me immense pleasure to address all the parents and students through this digital platform. Hope you are all safe and sound in this pandemic situation. Strong leadership is the foundation of school success, and without you, that would have not been possible. First and foremost, we render our sincere thanks to our senior principal who have been an impactful leader, motivating our students to strive for success daily. His vision and passion is to elevate the students to a great extent from their existing stage. To promote linguistic skills, our principal has taken initiative to conduct various competitions besides online classes. We are elated to receive a great response from you all students. We have analyzed all your elocution videos and we found that we have to share few points regarding elocution. What is elocution? Elocution is the art of speech, an art of conveying message to the public. It is the one which allows you to share your views on a certain topic to the public. Elocution is very important because you can bring a tremendous change in the lives of many people. What is a good elocution? Elocution is very important because before conducting elocution, we have to have a vast knowledge. We must be well versed with the topic. You must know what the audience will expect from you. Speeches of numerous people have changed even history. To give a good elocution, read lot of books, hear to the professional speeches, and be confident. Your speech must be interesting and thought-provoking. Here are few tips to be followed for a good elocution. Point number 1 is, be loud and audible. Be confident. Be optimistic. Highlight your main points and weave the story towards a central theme. Express your speech through gesture and facial expressions. Elocution plays a vital role in personality development. It also gives an opportunity to combat stage fear. Young people sometimes are not aware of the grammar usage, and this can be defeated by elocution. It also impacts a lot of confidence to the speaker. With the right elocution, you not only become rhetorically competent, but you can also achieve your goals through this elocution, which is very useful for your presentation when you attend interviews. Hope students, you all understood the importance of elocution. A few mistakes which we analyzed when we were listening to your videos. Let me list out some of the mistakes you have made. First one is, there need to be adequate pause in your speech, and voice modulation is very important. Depending upon the content, your voice modulation should be there. Be optimistic when you speak. Try to convey the message what you want to convey perfectly. Many students have chosen the current topic, my fight against COVID-19. But you failed to imply some of the important points in this topic. How did COVID-19 crept into India? Second, here you failed to imply the impact of COVID-19, the difficulties faced by the people, and also your personal experiences and other difficulties which your neighbors or your family members could have faced. And elocution should not be mugged up facts. We could spot some grammatical mistakes which you can avoid if you are thorough with your vocabulary part. Apart from all these, your performance was commendable. You people have done a very good job. If you avoid these few mistakes, certainly you can become a great public orator. Winning or losing is secondary. Participation is more important. So we request all the students and we also request the parents to encourage their children to participate in the upcoming competition and win laurels. Thank you.
My name is May Yusuf Patrick. I am in third standard D section and register number is 132-016-9115. We find many people around us who are different from one another in many ways. India's land of diversity. We worship different gods, eat the white apple, and speak various languages. Their phrase, unity in diversity, was given by our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. India's list of spoken languages, at least 800 languages, 2000 dialects have been identified. Of these, 22 languages have been recognized. They are Assamese, Bengali, Bodo, Dogri, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Marathi, Maithili, Malayalam, Manipuri, Nepali, Odia, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Santali, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu and Urdu. India is the birthplace of several religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism and Jainism. It is our responsibility to make our India the best place to live. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Faiz. I am tell about my register number 1320159039. I am studying in fourth A section. India is a diverse country. India is a multilingual, multi-ethnic, multi-regions, multicultural country. Unity in diversity is India's speciality. It is doubtful whether we would have been united as one country, India, if the whites had not ruled us. We fought together with peoples of all languages and all races to get rid of whites. After independence, we have kept a united India. We are proud to be Indian. We take at the same time people of every race and every language want to live with their uniqueness and their identity. No ethnic group or language speaking people in India want to lose their language, culture and identity. Thank you.
Hi friends, good morning one and all. I am Aravind from 4th D. Now I am going to talk about unity in diversity. Rainbow is beautiful not because it has different colors. Rainbow is beautiful because they shine together. They complement each other to create beauty. That's the power and magic of the unity in diversity that makes our India so special. India is a country of different culture, race, language and religion. It is a land of unity in diversity where people of different lifestyles and ways live together. They belong to different faith and religion. Despite these differences, they remain with brotherhood and humanity. Unity in diversity is a unique feature of India which makes it famous all over the world. India is famous for its rich cultural heritage which is due to the people of different religion. People of different cultures promote different lifestyles based on their interests and beliefs. The spiritual tradition of the people make them more pious for each other. Being a diverse civilization, India is a land of countless languages with over 1650 regional accents and dialects. India is one of the ancient civilizations in the world and boasts numerous ethnic groups professing different cultures and religions. Despite different culture, language and religion, people of India live with love and brotherhood. Each region of the country, from Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari, presents different customs and traditions. Unity in diversity is the only bond which connects Indians together. Importance of unity in diversity. It's very essential to know that why do we need unity in diversity? Unity in diversity is important for India because it is easy to disintegrate people with different views and ideologies. There is unity among us. Despite the differences, it is impossible for a force to disintegrate our country. It helps us to maintain peace and harmony. Thus, it leads to improving the development of the country because the integrated people are on the right path of development. Advantages of unity in diversity in India. It increases the morale of the people, the workplace, organization, and community. It helps to increase the coordination, relationship, teamwork among people, thus improving the productivity and lifestyle. This makes communication effective even in poor condition. It improves the healthy human relationship by keeping the social problems away. Unity in diversity in the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has created the massive destruction across the world. In the lockdown time in India, altered the lives of people socially, economically, and emotionally. Naya Hindustan, the COVID-19 anthem, touches our soul and captures India's unity in diversity. As people embrace a new reality, it is also a time to reflect and ink a new future. It is a crisis to heal ourselves, break barriers, blur boundaries, empathy, and togetherness. There is no doubt this situation unified all. I take this opportunity to thank the doctors, nurses, policemen, military soldiers, scientists, and sanitary helpers. Before my conclusion, I would like to tell you one thing. If we are not united, surely we will fall, which means united we stand, divided we fall. Thank you one and all.
I am Divya. I am studying 4th standard B section. Unity in diversity. Unity in diversity is a concept which sequentially unity among individuals who have certain differences among them. Following unity in diversity implies an interaction between many types of individuals. This would occur also in workplaces, school, public places, etc. Working with diverse people provides an opportunity for our exposure. Unity in diversity certainly enhances quality of the teamwork. This is because of the development of trust and bonding among the people. As such, the coordination and cooperation becomes very efficient. Consequently, the rate of completion projects significantly increases. India is a country which perfectly demonstrates unity in diversity. This is a concept very efficient for the further progress of human society. Without unity in diversity, the demise of humanity will certainly happen. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. My name is Kanishka. I am going to talk about the unity in diversity. The word unity can be defined as a state of being united or joined. Diversity means difference. Hence, unity in diversity means the state of being united despite the difference. India is a perfect example of unity in diversity. Our countrymen diverse the backgrounds such as different religions, states, cultures, and languages. Still, we call ourselves Indians. India is a perfect example of achieving growth with unity in diversity. It is a country where the biggest ground for diversity is language. It has around 22 languages but any kind of difference never became a hindrance to the development of the country. This is the clearly visible when we development Independence Day. Thank you all for you.
Good morning everybody. I am M. Kiran Dey from 4th standard E section. Happy Teachers Day for my teachers. I am going to tell about unity in diversity. Unity in diversity is the most wonderful aspect of our country. India is a land of diversity. 29 states and 7 union territories together form our country and has rich and diverse culture. The people of the Indian states speak different languages and have different religions, beliefs and practice diverse culture. However, in spite of the differences, there is unity among us. So, India is a land of diversity. India is a city of various traditional and culture. The cultural heritage of the country makes us feel and proud of our country. We should always remember united we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. India is a country of rich cultural heritage. Our rich cultural heritage lost ever due to our strong sense of unity. Today, though we are in a critical pandemic situation, but our unity stands strong ever. I sure that no diseases have the power to distract our unity. Thank you. Praise the Lord.
Morning everybody. Happy Teachers Day. Teachers, my name is K. Mithun from 4th G. My register number is 1320159076. Now I am going to give a speech on unity in diversity. Unity in diversity means oneness in the varieties. Unity in diversity is a famous proverb which fits on India. The struggle for freedom is the greatest example for unity in diversity. India is a country of various cultures, languages and religions. The religious, languages, cultures, dressings and everything differ, yet the people of our country are united. They come together to celebrate every festival, whether it is Diwali, Christmas, Eid, Mahavir Jayanti and so on. Unity in diversity in India provides source of tourism. When the flood came to Chennai and Kerala, the various states of our country joined together and helped the affected people. Why should we go for the past example for unity in diversity? This COVID-19 time is the bestest example for unity in diversity. The government, the doctor, nurses, police, PWD workers and many other organizations forgot their religious, languages, caste, beliefs and so on. They joined together and fight against the COVID-19
4th standard E section in Amlapavam High Secondary School. Now I tell about unity in diversity. India is a land of unity in diversity. In this country, there are many people of many religions, speak different languages, following different cultures. The land form of different culture. The land forms, climate, food habits also different. Even after this, we are all united citizens of India. We should not provide our rich culture and stand united like this always. Unity in diversity is very useful for a diverse country about all the concept allows people of different religious culture caste to live together peacefully. The beliefs unity in diversity certainly reduce the chances riots and disturbances. Our unity is our power, is our strength. Our diversity is our power. Thank you.
Happy day to all. I am S. Rajalakshmi 4th B. My register number is 1320158661. First, I would like to thank our senior principal, teachers and other staffs for giving me this opportunity to talk about unity in diversity. Unity in diversity refers to the state of togetherness. India is a large country. It is a land of different cultures, religions and languages, but we all live together with love and respect all cultures and religions. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, said about unity in diversity in his work Discovery of India. Our freedom struggle is an excellent example for our unity. Saying Namaste is a part of our culture. We say this by joining our hands together. This again proves that the unity. Yes, it is true. Unity in diversity is an excellent feature of our nation. It cannot be erased from the pages of history. We live in a global village. United we stand, divided we fall. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me. Jai Hind. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello everyone, I'm Pooja from 5th B. I'm going to allocate on the topic United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall means that is wise to stick together and work in collaboration with others instead of working against each other. United is stand. United group of people can achieve more things than a single man. That is the reason groups are formed in many fields. In ancient times, man used to live alone. He traveled alone, hunted single-handedly, but soon he realized that he can face many common dangers. Thus, villages are formed, turned into, developed into towns, cities and countries. In modern times, also groups are formed in all fields and walk in life. If we fighting each other, how can we fight the enemy? So, I will end with the JK rule quotes. That is, we are only stronger, we are united as we work, as we weak, as we divided. Thank you.
My name is K. Pratiksha. I am studying in 5th standard B section. Today I am going to say about United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall is a famous proverb that almost everyone knows. It means that people who are united are the happy people and can achieve any goal in life. But if we keep fighting and stay away from each other, we fail. Unity holds great significance in every phase of our life. In sports, at the office, in family, everywhere, happiness and success are the result of unity. Unity helps to destroy evil practices like racism, gender discrimination. Solidarity is the best nature of humanity. No single individual can accomplish what is to be performed by gathering of individuals. A nation is a stable whose residents are joined together. A family is a solid whose individual remains together. If we stay united, things will be easier to achieve. Also, the feeling of togetherness gives us moral support and peace in our life. The greatest example is the freedom of our nation. The great Mahatma Gandhi united all the citizens of India belonging to different caste and creed and started the non-violence movement. The world knows it was all due to his will and the unity of the great freedom fighters and the citizens, which ultimately helped the winning the independence of India. I conclude my speech by saying that unity is the greatest quality of mankind. The real strength lies in being united. Thus, unity is important in each and every sphere of our life.
Happy day to my dear teachers and my friends. My name is Ina. I am studying 5th standard C section. My register number is 22017880. My topic is United we stand, divided we fall. I remember the peacefully American cat buffaloes stand together in a predator line. All nation has their own army. An army built a numeration of soldiers to defend them against enemies or infiltrators. Even our body is a perfect example to prove a proverb. All organs in our body work together in a perfect coordination, in a perfect harmony. A single person cannot form a society. A group of individuals form a society. A single drop of water cannot quench our thirst. We need a glass or a bottle of water to quench our thirst. So only united we gain our strength. Divided a single cannot win anything. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all. My name is Sarini from 5th standard C section. My register number is 132014928. I am going to say about United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall means that it is wise to pick together and work in coordination with others. Unity is a great quality of human beings. Concert is incomplete without the music group. A single musician cannot make a concert perfect. Likewise, sports like cricket, football is unsuccessful without team spirit and coordination among the players. But the real strength lies in unity. A nation whose citizens are united is strong. As unity is strength, as unity is weakness. The proverb is used commonly to emphasize the importance of
Good morning to all. I am Gam Sivasti. I am studying in 5th standard, 8th section. I feel very glad to speak on the topic United we stand, divided we fall. It's the most famous proverb that almost everyone knows. If we work together, we will be successful. If we fight each other, we will be fail. Unity holds the great significance in every part of our life, be it personal or professional. In our life, we live together with our family, which gives us strength and power to bear our sufferings and celebrate our happiness. Likewise, in sports and military, groups create a strategy to achieve something. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Thus the words of Helen Keller. I am going to tell a small story. The farmer and his 3 sons. Once there lived a poor farmer. He had 3 sons. He became very old, so he cannot look after his cultivable land. His 3 sons was always not unity. They have different opinion. One day he felt very sick and his health was very worse. He made a last try to unite them. He asked them to bring a bundle of sticks and told them to break it. They tried, but they can't. He asked them to take sticks out of the bundle and told them to break it. They broke the sticks easily. Now they understood the moral well and started to work together in their land. After some years, they were very happy with their family and lead their happy life. Thus, unity is important in every sphere of our life. Unity in diversity will be the beauty and the test of our civilization. In nowadays, we are facing COVID-19 situation. So, stay safe, stay home and wear a mask. Happy Teachers Day. Thanking you.
Good morning to everyone. I am Lalita Dia TJ studying in 6th standard C section. I am here to talk about today's topic United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall is a famous saying that nearly everybody knows. It implies that individuals who stand with their team are the glad individuals and can accomplish any objective throughout everyday life. Except on the off chance that we continue baiting or avoiding one another, we fall flat. Solidarity holds up incredible importance in each period of our life, be it individual or an expert. In sports, at the office, in a family, wherever satisfaction or achievements are the consequence of solidarity. Solidarity implies association or harmony. Quality is essential, an immediate consequence of unity. A gathering of individuals makes more progress than the solidarity individuals. This is the reason bunches makes more pretty in much every fields. For example, office, military powers, sports and so on. In our own lives as well we live, respectively in the families which invigorate us and capacity to hold up under our sufferings and command our joys. At the office, we group to accomplish any ideal outcomes. In like manner, sports and military powers makes bunches or techniques to accompany something. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity. Thank you.
Good morning, I am Yuvashri. I am from 6th D. Now I am going to talk about United we stand and divided we fall. United we stand and divided we fall is the most famous proverb that almost everyone knows. It means that people who are united are happy people and can achieve any goal in life. But if we keep on fighting and stay away from each other, we fall. Unity holds great significance in every phase of our life, be it personal or professional, in office, in family, everywhere. Happiness and success are the result of unity. Meaning, unity means togetherness. Strength is basically the direct result of unity. A group of people which stays united always achieves more success than a single person. That's why groups are created in almost every field such as office, military forces, sports, etc. In our personal lives too, we live together in the family, which gives us strength and power to bear our sufferings and celebrate our happiness. At office, teams are formed to achieve any desired result. Likewise, in sports and military groups or created strategies are made to achieve something significance. In olden days, man lived alone. He traveled and hunted all by himself, which sometimes gave opportunities to fear animal and kill him. Then he recognized if he joined to the hands of the other hunters, he would be able to fall several common dangers and challenges. This is how villages got formed, which later got developed into towns, cities and countries. Unity is the required everywhere as it strengthens the will and power to transform unacceptable system. Even in musical concerts or dance troupe, etc., if the people is united, signification.
Greetings to one and all. I am Priyadarshini of class 6th H. I here to speak about United we stand, divided we fall. Let's start. United we stand, divided we fall means a voice to stick together and work in a collaboration with each other instead of working against each other. Society in the symbol of unity. Coming together is a beginning, together is a progress, is success with working together. A single arrow easily broken, but 10 in a bundle not easily broken. Living together makes us strong. Thank you for watching the video.
Hello everybody, I am Sugnadi from 6th D. I am here to talk about the topic United we stand, divided we fall. One person alone cannot do everything. He or she requires a team to accomplish particular goals. This is because unity is essential to carry out specific tasks. Since childhood, children learn various stories on integration. Even the elders always tell us to stay essential in every field to get success. However, many times even elders fail to follow what they teach. The reason that does not allow people to stay united is that discrimination has taken birth in many forms. Races, gender inequality, etc. forms a gap between people. But one should always remember that if we stay united, things will be easier to achieve. Also, the feeling of togetherness gives us moral support and peace in tough times. Now, the whole world is facing the fearful corona as it is affecting all people without any discrimination. We, the human, should stay united but by staying away from each other. But this was the impact of corona and we have to beat corona. This was the topic I speak. Thank you.
Happy morning, I am Amrit Chebren from 7th B. My register number is 1 technology in education. Education and technology has become a major component in the system of education. Technology is such an intrinsic part of everyday life that it would be difficult to imagine society without it. Talking about its contribution, most of the school and colleges have specially designed computer labs with very high-tech facilities so that children can acquire new skills. Even in our school, we have a computer lab. More than that, I am very happy to say that now we are provided with a new language lab in our school. Technology has the ability to enhance relationship teachers and students. Technology make teaching and learning more meaningful and fun. Technology has played a vital role in the field of education as it has created a digital platform for the students so that they can acquire more knowledge. In our school, we are provided with computers and big screens in each and every class, which is the major contribution of technology. In this period of crisis, we are getting education through the technology. The softwares are used as supplement to the classroom curriculum. Does technology improve education? This is a big question that we need to answer. If it doesn't improve education, is it worth a try? The answer is affirmative. It improves education to an excellent extent. Let's be specific. How can technology improve education? When teachers are using technology effectively, it will engage students in the learning process. This will result in study published in the British Journal of Educational Tech. Even in our school, our teachers are providing a very good learning experience with smart classes. The students does not neglect the importance of teacher. There are people who may say children are spoiled by technology. Instead of being able to add a long column of numbers in their heads, for example, they turn to a calculator for simple calculation. Regardless of these arguments, technology is an important part of today's society. By incorporating it into the classroom, students will be better equipped to transition from the classroom to the workplace. Thank you.
I am Chitaud. I am from 7th F. My register number is 131-20172. I am going to talk about contribution of technologies in education. Technology has impacted almost every aspect of life today, and education is no exception. Technology has profoundly changed education. Classroom nowadays looks much different with students using laptops, tabs and smartphones instead of books. This becomes smart classroom with the help of projector and smart screen. Today, massive amount of information like audios, videos and books are available at our fingertips through internet. Technology has also begun to change the role of teachers and students. Like present situation where the corona pandemic impact us lot, and we are locked down for months in home. But with the help of modern technologies, education continued to go as online education all over the world. Teams, Zoom, etc. apps plays major role in online education. This is new and great experience for students like us with the help of new technologies. Test assignments, everything at online. Corona can stop us from learning. We want to thank all the technology which help us to learn. Thank you.
Good morning to all. My name is Varsha. I am studying 7th standard G section. My register number is 320169372. Now I am going to start my English elocution. Very good morning to all. I am Varsha studying 7th G. I am here to present a speech on contribution of technology in education. In the current age, where technology has become an important factor. Every day comes new gadgets or software that makes life easier. Simplifying life does not just play a technical role in our lives. Science is a beautiful gift to humanity. We should not destroy it, said the scientist APJ Abdul Kalam. That's true. Someone has rightly said that the world is a small place. With the advent of technology, this seems realistic. brought the world together. Today, the internet is available easily to many individuals. Also, it is rapidly changing the way we work, travel, educate, and entertain. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, said by Nelson Mandela. But the corona pandemic has made a global impact in the past weeks and continues to hit most of the sectors, with education being one of the most affected ones. Students across the world are losing valuable time in their education during the imposed lockdown due to the fear of the pandemic. The situation has forced the schools to shut down and students to stay at home. But technology can become the wings that will allow the educational world to fly farther and faster ever before if we will allow it. One of the biggest reasons to start using technology in the classroom is because it's so simple, it will improve the students' learning experience. Stanford researchers found that when teachers apply technology properly, they will improve learning process and close the achievement gaps between students. Using new technology in education has become a center point of many researchers and studies. Modern education has to combine with modern technology to come up with best results. Cell phones are now having great influence in our lives and are very convenient to keep with us. Many cell phones are now having special applications for learning. We can use our cell phones as a dictionary if needed, while we can also use our cell phones to access to the internet anytime, anywhere. So, my dear friends, for all the possibilities of technology that enable learning, it also creates challenges we will face as we embrace the change necessary to realize its potential. Thank you.
Good morning to everybody. My name is Konlakshmi. I'm from 8th B. My register number is 3201587885. The topic is contribution of technology in education. In the world that we currently live in, technology is a very vital factor. With each passing day, a new software or a gadget is being brought into the market that serves to improve our lives in one way or another. However, it is important. It is already advanced in existing software and gadgets. However, it is important to note that deposit the fact that technology plays a big role in making our life easier. It is not only the role it has. Technology is increasingly growing. It is important in the educational sector. The more the technology advances, the more the benefit it provides for the students at every educational level. Technology in education, technology that is made use in the classrooms is very beneficial in helping the students understand and observe what be what, what they are being taught, what 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 they are be on. For instance, since there are a number of students who are visual learners, projection screens are connected to the computers that put in the classroom to let the students see their notes as opposed to simply sitting down and listening to the instructor teach. There is a number of very good software that can be used to supplement the class curriculum. The programs such as quizzes, tests, activities, and study questions that could help the students continue with them learning process when they are out of the classroom. Today, technology has been incorporated into a good numbers of curriculum. When those that do not belong to the technology and computer classes, students make use of computers to come up with the presentation and also make use of them internet to the carry out the research and on a variety of topics for their use for their essays and papers. There are a number of people who are of the opinion who are the of opinion as opinion that technology spoils children. No, For instance, as opposed to sitting down and know, know getting to know how to count, they will opt to go to get a calculator, despite the fact that there are a people who are making these arguments. Technology still remains to be a very vital component of the society of the society live in today. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am MT Garmati. I am from 8th Standard C section. My register number is 6201-88194. Now I am going to say about contribution of technology in education. Contribution of technology in education. Technology helps in education to create better educational syllabus, learning materials, and future careers and service. It's really important to integrate technology into the classrooms. Technology is crucial in education to create new and innovative educational syllabus and also practical syllabus, and to improve student security and students' data management, analysis, and performance reporting and teacher training programs. Technology is inspiring kids to become creative and innovative. Creativity and innovation will make students successful in their future careers. Technological tools is very important for preparing students for their future careers. The teachers are learning and executing the technology into the classrooms. The technology is helpful not only for the urban students and also for the village students. So, the use of technology is increasing the level of accuracy in the educational syllabus and also sectors at a higher standard. For example, we can see that the teacher and the students are writing notes in that at the Microsoft Office. When they are making mistakes, in the spelling or grammatically, so they will be very easily found and they can be changed. So, like this, our Indian government are taking necessary steps and technological investments in education for the students in education to create a good life for them. So, in this, it will be included that our online classes. We should take that effectively and see the online classes regularly. Thank you, friends, and thank you for giving this opportunity to give and say about contribution of technology in education. Thank you.
From 19. I am going to talk about an interesting topic, my fight against COVID-19. I have some questions to ask. Are we doing well in the fight against COVID-19? Is it rapidly coming under control? Or we are going to live or die? We can bet enough people for not wearing masks. We will even actually emerge as a shining beacon of hope for the rest of the world. These are not easy questions to answer. Most of the articles are not clear enough. This is because none of them are written by doctors or volunteers. A couple of months into the fight against COVID-19, India is a massive populous country which is kindly put a brave face towards not only copying the adversity as influence, but largely heartedly extending a helping hand to the lesser privileged people in the community. This perhaps due to the recent activities by the citizens in our nation, guided by the heads across the government despite being the second most country. The nation that contains a number which is significantly lesser to compare to other nations, even most of them risking their life. Several frontline workers in India died at the lines of duties to control the spread of virus, from patients, doctors to policemen. Doctors who are treating the COVID-19 patients, policemen who are manning the nationwide lockdown. Here my topic enters and plays a major role. Stay safe and self-isolate, even with minor symptoms. Cough, mild fever, headache, etc. Stay until it recovers. Keep someone to bring your supplies. Wear mask to go outside. Avoiding contact with others will protect them from possible COVID-19 or other viruses. If you have fever, mild fever, cough, headache, seek in medicinal attention. Calling to telephone in advance. If possible, contact with local health authority. National local health authority will deliver the current information in your area. The last. The outbreak of COVID-19 has also affected the mental health of humans. Humans who are looking like a stressful people in this situation. So, in the hours of stressful time, let's deliver right knowledge, right way, right videos and ensure people that we are going to win this battle. It is not a virus which is dangerous and it is a quick spread and which is a threat to connect us. Let's do our part and participate in this battle by staying at home. Thank you to one and all for giving me this wonderful opportunity to talk about the current situation. Thanking you.
Greetings to everyone. My fight against COVID-19. I'm Tarun from 9th, register number 7201-88199. I would like to begin my speech with a proverb. Prevention is better than cure. In spite of getting affected and restored to health, it's not a comfortable way to get rid of COVID-19. We have a set of precautions to fight against COVID-19, such as wearing mask, maintaining social distance, being aware of infected persons, and so on. These are the steps which an individual must take to fight against COVID-19. In the same way begins my fight against COVID-19. I will cooperate with government and follow the guidelines genuinely, and I make myself strong by making my immune system better. And last but not least, self-hygiene plays a salient role in fighting against COVID-19. As self-hygiene exists within us, we need to take care of ourselves. Finally, every fight teaches us a lesson. By same way, my fight against coronavirus taught me that the precautions which we follow now are really been a tradition in ancient past by our ancestors. So don't feel ashamed or don't feel bad to take natural medicines. I am not supporting or talking about natural medicines. I am sharing it since it has being a powerful medicine to heal myself. So stay safe, stay strong. Let's fight against COVID-19.
My fight against COVID-19. Happy and cheerful morning in this gloomy corona setting. Arise and shine to fight against COVID-19. COVID-19, a red letter word in the world's history. Year 2020, a remarkable, unmemorable year for the entire humanity. A large number of words activated in everyday life. Pandemic, a terrific word which shook the root of many great nations. COVID-19, mask, sanitizer, corona ward, ambulance service. All these words are blown out of proportions in the air and caution the people. I, Sean from 9G, here to strengthen your inner man against COVID-19. You all are worried about your physical health, but I am worried about your mental fitness. Food increases your immune system, but what nourishes your mind? The head is held high when the mind is free from fear. Said by Rabindranath Tagore. Fear not, I am with you, said Jesus Christ. A coward died many times before death. The valiant never tasted death but once, said by William Shakespeare. Hi, my young generation. Join with me to eradicate the fear of COVID-19 and let us promote fear-free young citizens. To conclude, Corona is a small microbe which has the power to change you, but man is the masterpiece of God's major creation. How much power He would bestowed in you. Why don't you realize that you can control and empower everything? But bring out all your potentiality with courage to unlock and break the bondages. If you're brave enough to start, you're strong enough to finish. Be an evergreen hero of your life and not the victim of your life. Thank you for your peaceful listening.
Warm evening to all my teachers and principal who present here. I am Swati. I am studying 9th standard. Today I am going to talk about fight against COVID-19. COVID-19 means coronavirus. What are the safety measures I have done in my holiday? Those are I am going to tell now. And first one is we should, whenever we went out, we should use the mask, isn't it? And next one is always we should keep a sanitizer, small size sanitizer in our backpack. Whenever we went out, we should use that. So we should keep our sanitizer and mask within our bag. Okay. The next one is we should be protect by washing our hand daily. Daily means 24 hours. 24 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour gap, we should wash our hand with hand wash. If we done this, we will be protect from the coronavirus. And while touching the phone also, if we touch the phone, if someone has the coronavirus and they touch the phone and they give us, and we will also getting no. So whenever you are touching the phone, take a cloth and wipe the phone and then use. And in a medical shop also they are giving one sanitizer, phone sanitizer they are giving. So if you use that also, it will be helpful. So be careful within the phone, or all are using phone only. And it is also helpful for me. Phone is also helpful for me to attend the online class. So please be careful from coronavirus. These are the safety measures what I take in holiday. So our school also conducted a competition, and it also I have also participated because I have bored in this holidays. And online class also I have enjoyed it, but they also conducted one competition, so I have joined it. I have done the drawing. My social duty is to protect our earth from coronavirus. As soon as I will protect my earth from coronavirus, and you should also take safety measures. If we take these safety measures, we would not get this coronavirus. Okay. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Hello sir, good morning. I am Rian David of 9th. I am going to give a speech on my life against COVID-19. The coronavirus, a pandemic, has made us realize that we are all connected and this entire world is a family. Although connected, medical experts have suggested social distancing as one of the perfect solutions to fight against the evil. To date, we have found it one of the greatest challenges to human beings in fighting against COVID-19 in the history. COVID-19 is also called as China-originated virus in December 2019. I will wear a mask whenever I go outside for my school and compulsory work. I will always use gloves and hand sanitizer and throw them periodically after a specific time. I reduce potential spread of the coronavirus by cleaning and disinfecting frequently touched surfaces such as tables, doorknobs, light switches, handles, desks, toilets, faucets and sinks. Cleaning with soap and water removal dirt and lowers the number of germs on surfaces. Once surfaces are clean, I apply disinfectant to knock out any germs that are left. I clean cell phones with disinfecting wipes that are 70% alcohol. I wash my hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or use an alcohol-based sanitizer before wearing a mask. I wear my mask properly such that it covers my face and nose. There should be no gap between face and the mask. Therefore, I encourage people proactively and orderly participate in the battle against coronavirus. Thank you, sir, for giving me a precious chance to speak. Thank you.
Good morning to all. My name is Chaitanya. I am from 9th. I am going to talk about my fight against COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic poses an extra challenge in over 200 countries in the world. We should also assume the social distancing, wearing masks and applying sanitizer is the only way to fight against COVID-19. And the Honorable Prime Minister of India has announced on March 24 they enforced the practice here to take the harder to take the lockdown for the entire country for 21 days. This lockdown was followed by billions of people overall India. In this situation, the life of children and their families families everywhere placing a huge strain and often already overburdened health and education system. Among the around 40 countries across the globe, UNICEF has supplied the required medicine and food for their countries. The Indian government has announced the age below 10 and above 60 should not come out unnecessarily. As a citizen of India, I follows all the instructions given by the Indian government. And I taken my own pledge. I should not go. I should avoid travel, wearing mask, and applying sanitizer or hand wash. As a citizen of India, you should also follow the instruction given by the Indian government. Stay home, stay safe, stay away. Thank you all.
Hello everyone, this is Shweta here, and I'm here to talk about my fight against COVID 19. It is not as easy as I thought earlier because it just took thousands of lives in just a couple of months. But at the same time, it is not an impossible situation to overcome. For instance, if you take a ship traveling in the sea, it needs to face many obstacles such as heavy storms, high waves, thunder, lightning. But if it wants to reach its desired place, it needs to fight against all those obstacles and move on its path. So, as the same way now, I am fighting against this COVID 19 to continue my normal life. So, to achieve this, I need to follow some basic hygienic norms like wearing mask, maintaining social distance, and to keep myself and my surroundings clean. Secondly, I need unprecedented courage to overcome this. So, with courage, we can overcome this pandemic situation easily. So, as a conclusion, we usually used to say, let us all join our hands together to overcome the situation. But for this virus, I really need to say, let us all isolate ourselves and protect ourselves from this disease and come to a normal life. So, thank you and Jai Hind.
Hi, I am Shravanti of 10-3. My register number is 3130780. Let me speak about my fight against COVID-19. COVID is a pandemic disease which has been founded by WHO, that is World Organization. It has been born in China in December month. Within 3 months, it has been spread all over the world. It is a microscopic organism which can be viewed only with the help of microscope. Let me speak about my fight against COVID. As being a student, we did not think that we will be learning through online classes. It's like being an imagination or a dream for us till now. As we thought that we are stepping into 10th standard. So we have many works or we will be very tight in schedules. But we are so free now. We did not expect this. And to sit in home and study, it's like being in a cave. It's like we are arrested in a cave. And one good news to say that because of this COVID-19, we have started spending more time with our parents and with our brother, sister, so that we are playing all the thrown back games, that is chess and many so on games that has been played in past days. And now we have started. Now my mother has started cooking in utensils in the old manner. So we are enjoying that. And being a student, we are very much affected. And this is online classes are turning point for us. We did not think of this. And conclusion is, be safe and stay healthy. Connected with your parents, connect with your parents and study your online classes very useful manner. Only way to prevent our COVID is just maintaining social distance and social distance. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Harini from 10th Standard D section. By wishing you all a healthy and a happy day, let me start my speech, the topic of my fight against COVID-19. Before I start, let me say a quote that is, he who has health has hope, he who has hope has everything. That means uh, our motivation is a fuel for our success. Now we are all under the pandemic situation. We are all under lockdown for the deadly virus COVID 19. More than 3 million people are affected in India because of the deadly virus COVID 19, and most of the people are dead. Not only in India, this disease has been spread throughout the world. We should prevent ourselves from this disease. No one will prevent us. But how we can prevent ourselves? By we can prevent ourselves by three methods. By three things. That is, we should wear mask, we should follow social distancing, we should use sanitizers or hand wash. Why we should wear mask? Wearing mask will prevent us from the virus or diseases. How it is preventing? It filters the air that coming to our nose and mouth. The mask will filter the bacteria that prevent that coming to our nose and mouth. By wearing mask, we could prevent ourselves and the surroundings by getting the diseases. Social distancing. Maintaining social distance between a person to another person will surely help us to surely will help us to getting not getting the virus. If a person is affected by virus, means the another person who are touching will also get that virus. That's why by not touching everybody, we could prevent ourselves from COVID-19 using sanitizers and hand washes. Sanitizers, it is mostly made up of alcohol, and it prevents it by putting sanitizers. By putting sanitizers will destroy the germs that are in the hands, because by when we are touching somebody or some things, germs will be in our hand. When we are touching the mouth, nose or eyes, it will transfer into our body and causes a disease. That's why we should clean our hands using sanitizers or hand washes. We cannot always wash our hands in every time, but so that we can use sanitizers. We can have some amount of sanitizers with us. Then these three things will prevent us from COVID-19. Not only this, a healthy body will be the restrict for the disease. We should keep our body healthy by eating fruits and vegetables that gives us nutrients, vitamins, etc. We should eat more vegetables and fruits. This keeps our body healthy, and it will fight against the diseases or virus. COVID-19 is now spread throughout the world. So we should be aware and we should protect ourselves from this disease. This disease will leads to death. So be careful and be safe at home. Thank you.
A hearty welcome to everyone who is listening to me. I'm Soumya of 10th E, and I'm here to share my experience about my fight against Corona. I couldn't believe that I am in my home for past 6 months without going to my school. It may be happy in one side but sad at another side. As a 14-year-old girl, I have concentrated on other things instead of actually stucking in depression and anxiety and anger. Life is so embarrassing in these lockdown days. I managed somehow and fought against Corona. And let me tell me a few difficulties I have faced in these lockdown days. Wearing masks and social distancing are main ways to avoid Corona. When I first got out from my home after this quarantine, I was really so surprised to see people wearing masks and maintaining social distancing. I could not control my laughter. because it's a very, very awkward and embarrassing situation to see people behaving in an odd way. I've used this lockdown somehow to study and explore things, and only in this lockdown I learned the world's most best things, which I didn't learn for the before the lockdown. Life is not the way you look alike. Life is the way you make that. And my lockdown days are full of spiritual bonding and family bonding and studying, etc. Don't fight for anything. Fight against anything. You will really win for it. Thank you for giving this opportunity for me. Thank you.
To talk about a very important topic, that is my fight against COVID-19. First of all, there is an important thing to understand that this COVID-19 situation is a battle between the world and the deadly pandemic. For our convenience, let's personify the pandemic as a deadly villain, the villain in our battle. There is a common misconception among people that only social workers like the nurse, the policeman should take part in this battle against the coronavirus, but not so. All the citizens who are a part of the society should give equal contribution in coping up with the virus. When it comes to me, it's a long battle starting from March. So let me start it straight away because it's difficult to put it all in a minute. So the first and foremost strategy I have followed in coping up with the virus is please do not get infected. Of course, it is not in our hands from being prevented from getting infected, but only if we are safe from the virus, we can carry on the next part. The only thing I'm saying is do all the precautions by the government. Of course, it's all memorized with us, wearing mask, applying sanitizers, blah blah, and all the things with sincerely and hopefully, because hope is like the glistening ray of the sun that can destroy all the darknesses. With that note, I'm going on to the second and the main part of fighting, that is do your usual routine duties and responsibilities, but a bit more carefully. As a student, I feel blessed and lucky for being able to do my duty, that is reading books and doing all my academic works inside home, because there are a lot of people risking their lives, keeping their lives at stake, keeping their family at stake for others' sake. Even my parents feel very difficult to pay the fees for this year because of the COVID-19 crisis, and unemployment has become a very striking problem of this. So it's our hands to do simple economic aid to the people who are struggling for their food and helping our neighborhood children. All these things can go a long way. And the third and the last part is ending the battle by striking with our sword of hope right at the center of the heart of the virus. But this feat cannot be achieved by me alone. It needs little hope from all over the society, so that we can together build a mega sword of hope and kill the virus and vanish it, because today's students' education is at stake. 1 month over, the school did not reopen, and even now nobody knows when it would end. I hope that you all have found my speech useful and fruitful, and I believe that you all will join me in this battle. Until that, I will be fighting. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Happy morning to all respected dignitaries and all my dear friends. I am S. Agila, 11-3-720-169-108. Today, I am going to present an elocution about my future, my responsibilities. Do all us have goals? Are we seriously working towards it? Coming to me, I take my future very enormously. As I am in 11th standard, I think this is the right time to decide about my future and to work towards it. According to me, education plays a very important role in making my life as complete and as fulfilling as possible. While in high school, there are many goals that I have to set for myself. My future dream is to become an IAS officer. Why an IAS officer? A burning desire to work for voiceless and powerless people, make India a better place to survive, satisfaction of doing social works, and to inspire your generation. The Indian Administrative Service, IAS, is the branch of Indian Civil Service, and it is the premier services of Government of India. It is one of the prestigious and popular career choices among many aspirants who are preferring to make a career in government sector. There are certain responsibilities to be followed by an IAS officer. Leadership skills, possesses good communication skills, decisive approach to their working, patriotism to our country. I adore this position of becoming an IAS officer and to develop myself for that position. For that, our school is the best platform where students learn good traits like discipline, obedience, respect to elders, honesty, patriotism, etc. I hope you all enjoyed my speech. Once again, thank you for all good-hearted.
Happy day to the respected judges. I'm Dharnishwari A of class 12C studying in Amlopam my secondary school. I'm here to deliver my points of view about the topic my future, my responsibility. Definitely, my future is my responsibility. Why is my future is my responsibility? Let me clarify you. Each and every event taking place in my life is a result of the choice I made and I am making. There is no use in blaming others for the events taking place in my life. I am in charge of my life. The most important aspect of taking responsibility of my life is to acknowledge that my life is my responsibility. As said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, there is no wine if the grapes are not pressed. There is no perfume if the flowers are not crushed. Like that, having a great idea is not just enough. Having a mind full of choices is also not enough to make you come out with flying colors. And putting your dream into actions will turn you great. To become a responsible person, one must possess honesty, compassion, accountability, fairness, and etc. If I awake with determination, only then I will go to the bed with satisfaction. Thinking and taking opinion of your own will make you better person other than accepting others' points of view. I hope and I am determined to do my part that the challenges of today will become the successes of tomorrow. Thank you for giving me such an opportunity of delivering this speech during this pandemic situation. Thank you very much.